So when you're doing this, try not to let your feet be in motion while you do it, right? You go like for it, it's almost like you're setting your stance and then it's the hip. And then you can move. Especially when you do your cross. The tendency for people is to do this. Or that. Set your posture. That's what's going to drive energy into it. Alright, so try not to, I mean, we do this all the time. Right? Set the line. Jab, got across. Then for the hook, he shows it this way. And it's good to have it like for the mitt holder to the center line. So maybe I threw my cross and now my hips are loaded up. And then turn the hips. One thing with your hook, if it's a close range hook like this, you make a hook with your arm, keep your wrist straight, and it comes from your face, like a cheekbone, and then twist the hip and hit it, right, and then come right back. That's kind of like your standard, I guess, short hook. Some people, if the distance is further, you might throw, like some people call it a long hook. It's a little bit longer. What I like to do is turn the knuckles over so that you actually hit with knuckles and not like these knuckles. But boom. So boom, and you're back. Right. Also, like on the last drill, did anybody switch the non-dominant side? So be sure to mix that in. Pad holders have to recognize when they switch because now the pad holder is going to be opposite. So then you have to hold that one out if I'm going to throw a hook. All right. So again, set your stance. Twist from the hip, or keep it if it's close. So it's not like over exaggerated. Keep it short and crisp so that you get right back to your guard. Questions? So now you got jab, cross, hook. This one, if it's unfamiliar, practice slowly, just get used to throwing a bunch of hooks. Not necessarily drill style, but technique style. Does that make sense? As you get used to this and like how to hold the mitts, you can start like building sequences for yourself and your partner. Like you say, hey, let's work on this, and you just do it over and over again, just basically to get used to being fluid with the strikes, right? So it could be like an already, okay, maybe it's like a 5-strike combo and maybe a mix of hands and feet. And then you just practice it and you have the movement still, or like maybe he's moving in and I'm measuring off that movement, or he's going away and I'm trying to keep distance, or maintain the range. And then he shows me the first one, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it happens to be. So right now we're just building the tool set. So we got our jab, we got 1, got our cross, 2, got our hook, and again, it might be here, and a lot of times you can start having some fun when you get more comfortable with this, where he can put this in his ribs for a body hook. You duck down and boom, and hit into the body. But for today, just the standard, boom. Then the uppercut is the next one. So my hips are already loaded up. This one, yeah, he's going to go work that way. So I have to go under, drop level. It's not this. Drop the level and use your hip. Okay? So the other hand is still there. And what feels comfortable to me is as you come through is think going to the opposite shoulder. So it's not exactly like so. But I like doing a dip and then coming. What do you think? Your opinion?
Some people do, just depends on the fighter. Some people like the straight up. Some people prefer more of as they throw the hook, they come down, they aim more towards the stomach, and once they get extended, that's where they tend to stand up. They're afraid of the overextension. But really, it kind of depends on your opponent, the way he moves. No real way is wrong necessarily. Just make sure that when you come up, you're guarding. You come up close. That way, just in case he starts throwing a punch, you got your guard here. And if you need to, right here, you can pull back to cover.
Yeah. This is another, like, where the range is, like we were talking about, short hook is here. Okay, it's basically kind of the same, really close range. We'll go later where you can change that for an elbow. You can change that for an elbow. But, so he holds it horizontal, so I can come under and get that shot. Occasionally, if you want to, you can go the other way. So now that's the lead one. You can do it from either side. We intro like slipping Monday, right? So if he's throwing like a jab, I'm slipping under, or with the cross, slipping. The idea is like pull the shoulder to the like opposite direction. So I don't want to like just slow, with the cross. I don't want to do that because of the risk of him hitting my shoulder and then throwing my balance off is higher. So I want to read, and this also lines up your hips so that as his punch comes back, boom, you can counter a little bit faster. That's what they mean by beating him to the punch. So, so if we're dealing with a hook, so he comes in with a hook, and boom, yeah. Okay, so if I feel that that's coming, so I want to drop my level and get under. You can take a step with it if you need to, so that you can come back over with something. You can change the distance. But the idea is to get used to moving without relying on your hands so much. The hands are the insurance. This is the not getting wrecked part. So as a drill, to get used to this, I'll do that, okay, is if I throw my jab, which would be safer to go to the outside, otherwise you need to guard against this hand, because you're putting yourself right down the line for that, right? So if you feel the jab's coming, then you slip to the outside, right? Cross comes, slips, and I'm using overhand just as a safety measure, and then the hook comes, and the hook comes. So he's getting used to this movement. Another good thing that'll help with this is don't be static here. Move around already. Change your level, change your distance, move your head, maybe slip even if there's nothing coming. Like if you think of it in inertia terms, you're already in motion, so it's easier to stay in motion. Right? And you're a moving target, so it's actually going to be hard for him to hit you. And so you can play a little bit with this. So as he's moving around, I'll be, okay? So you're moving, changing, and then he slips. Just be careful which side you slip to. And this is why we do this, is so that you can control how big you react. So that last one, too much reaction. So you try to stay calm and feel where it's coming and slip. Or duck, depending on what I throw. See how you relate? If you're going to move. So even if you duck, you're still moving. You're not just going up and down. Right? So, for the drill, get comfortable. I'm just going to basically reach out to the shoulder. I'll reach out to the shoulder. I'm just going to slide this through. If he doesn't get low enough, he'll feel it. Like if he only goes like down 2 inches, then let him know. You don't have to slap it here or anything. Just drop a little bit more. But also move. Like you're making like a U shape, so you can get. While you're avoiding the punch, you're getting a new angle. Hopefully getting a dominant angle on him. And so, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that a few times. You let this down a little bit so that it's like, come and hit me. So you get that, okay? So, check. Start with that. this angle, and then the third one comes, right? So drop this to kind of encourage the third one. When the third one comes, like you angle yourself so that like your shoulders are in line. Right? So I'm not hitting like here. I turn my shoulders to get a little extra distance. And of course, you know, point on point. So check. Get a little trigger happy. What's the word? Not trigger happy. What's the other one? Trigger shy.
Yeah.
Right. Angle the shoulders so that you get a little more into it without trying to. Check. So check. And it's right there. Good. So as this comes back, because he's pulling it back, like you kind of hide from this. Come under. Right. Maybe manipulate his body a little bit. So check, guard, and then close this way. And throw your spine. So the climb is pretty important here. So check, you're here. So pause here. Like, because you guarded with this hand, you're going to punch, you got to cross this line. Right? So you use that. Close. Right? And you get in close, like, because he may throw this for a punch, I'm too far out, he can hurt me here. So even if he throws a punch, you get close, and he doesn't have much power. And then throw. Okay? Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, hit the little bell button so you get notifications for the next video, and be sure to give a thumbs up and share it, like and comment. Thanks.